Hi guys, good news. I am now back into YouTube world. So as you can see, YouTube congratulated me for being monetized. So these are the products or the ways that I can earn on YouTube. So watch page ads, short feeds ads, and some other perks. So how did it happen after my reapplication that had been rejected? So I'll tell you why.
You are dead to me, 'cause what you said to me cut so deep.
In my previous vlog or video, so I told you about alerts, and that alert is about Singapore tax that I had seen in my Google AdSense. So I had an alert. So if it says red mark, then you have to really um, do it, because you need to ensure that there will be no, violation from the YouTube that you are going to apply. So now as you can see, my Singapore tax has been accepted because I filled it out. And I'm gonna show you here a recap. So last April 21, I reapplied for reapplication about reuse content that happened in my YouTube. So I reapplied, and then after I reapplied, YouTube sent me an email that my AdSense was not accepted because of the problems. So later on, you're gonna see it. So they responded me last April 27. Okay, so I reapplied April 21 and they responded April 27. So as you can see, I received an email to update my AdSense application due to maybe duplicate account, or like website problem. So I made sure that my Google AdSense did not violate any policy from YouTube, because if you are applying for YouTube, you only allowed one AdSense account. So what happened is, I was brainstorming about the problem, about the issue. So I asked a lot of questions on how to become, like monetize, on how to fix my my AdSense. So here, as you can see, I am monetized already. So the second thing or solution that I have made is to check my Google account. Okay, my Google account, because I bought Google products using my Google account, which is, or that is linked to my YouTube channel. So that's, I think, one of the problems or issues regarding, AdSense updates. So first is um, the alerts, the red mark alerts, and second is the Google account. So you only have to use one Google, profile in one account. So here I change my payment method in order to avoid dual use. because I only allowed one. So here I link my YouTube account, my YouTube payment method, which is, the payment profiles ID. So you have to check your payment profile ID to ensure that you only use one Google payment in one account. So you are not allowed to use one Google account in linking to another account, because it causes your account to have a lot of profiles. So here I switch my payments profile. So I saw, my profile here, that's from YouTube, and I switch my Google account to YouTube account. So that's the second solution that I have made. So I hope that you really understand. So first is you have to check if you have any alerts, red mark alerts in your Google AdSense. You have to sign in into your Google AdSense and then check if you have alerts, if you have notifications. And then second is you have to check the payment method of your Google account, because sometimes we use our Google account or our Gmail in buying, Google products, and that made duality, or that made a lot of profile ID, profile payment in one single account. So we are not allowed to use like a lot of, accounts using one email or Gmail. So if you want to buy Google products, then you have to use another Gmail account in order to avoid dual use of your Gmail account. So in that case, do not use the Gmail account that you are using in your YouTube account. So you can create another Gmail account to buy, Google products. If sometimes we are, like making subscriptions in Google products. So that's the reason. So I found out that I have Google, payments subscribe into, like buying storage. So I bought 100 GB using my account that is linked to my YouTube. So never use the Gmail account that you have used in your YouTube using to buy or to subscribe Google payments, because that made a dual use of your Google accounts. So the tendency is you will create another Google payments profile. So you only allowed one profile ID. Of course, you can use your Gmail account, but you can switch into the YouTube payment profile ID. So that's the explanation here. I hope you understand. And if not, then you can just write a comment, and I'm going to answer your questions about this problem, because I've been confused about the issue on updating my AdSense account, because I only link YouTube into my AdSense account. But then I had, like made a lot of questions, and I found out that I have two profile ID using one Gmail account, and it's not allowed, because we only have to create one profile ID or payment method in one single account. So that means I have a dual account. So, or dual account or a duplicate account. Because I am using it to my YouTube, and I'm using also in the website. So that's the reason why my AdSense was, rejected for the first time. So after reapplying for monetization because of reuse content. So how do you find out if, if you are having a duplicate AdSense account or Google AdSense account? So first is you have to sign in to your AdSense and then look for payments, or you can, directly click settings and you will see there the profile ID and check your Google account, your Gmail, account that you are using or you link into your YouTube. So you check if you are having two payments profile. So that's the question that is answered by this video. So I hope you understand and this help you about the issue on how to fix duplicate account or using our Google in the website, because buying subscriptions in Google account is a duplicate account. So you need to use another Google account or Gmail account to buy Google products in order to avoid creating two Google payments profile, because we are allowed one payment profile only. So that's it. And this one I am filling out the form of Singapore tax. So Singapore tax is one of the alerts in my AdSense, and this Singapore tax is only applied to 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 YouTube creators in Southeast Asia and India. So outside from these countries, you are not asked to do it. So only the people or only YouTube creators in this area or location are asked to fill out Singapore tax. So those are the things that I had fixed. Looking out for my notification in the AdSense, and of course checking my Gmail account if I made another profile ID, because I think one of the reasons was, like making two profiles in one single account. So what I'm talking here is your Gmail account that you used in your AdSense. So if you used your Gmail account in your AdSense, don't use it to buy Google products like any subscriptions in games or in storage, phone storage, because I bought a storage, 100 GB storage, and then I found out that I had another payment profile. So I switched it up into my YouTube payment profile and it appeared. So I think that's one of the, you know, reasons why my AdSense was, like rejected.